Well, for many people, aging can feel pretty scary, and there are a lot of changes in your body and pretty much every aspect of your life. So very soon, the Peninsula Agency on Aging is holding an event to help everyone transition to the next chapter. So joining me now to tell us about this awesome event is Randy Chu from the Peninsula Agency on Aging and Marcella Williams from Altmeyer Funeral Home. She is a sponsor of the event. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what kind of things people usually need help with in this stage of life.
Well, let me start off with this is our 36th year hosting this event at Christopher Newport. And the idea behind it is providing the resources and the information that's available to older adults on the peninsula side, because there is so much and it's so daunting of a task as you start to age, where to go, who to ask questions to. So this is the reason we host this event.
What is usually the first step? Where do people need help first?
I would say probably the first step, and I think Marcella would agree, is finance. How are we going to, once you go into retirement, how am I going to afford my home? How am I going to afford nutrition is a big aspect. Do I stop driving? If I stop driving, how do I get myself around town? How do I go to the grocery store? So I think finances is probably the first step.
And tell us a little bit, before we get to your sponsor here, tell us a little bit about one of the resources that will be at this event that you can say, if you're worried about planning that financial next step, so-and-so is going to be there.
And that's actually, we have 2 workshops based on financial. The first one is financial exploitation, which is to help our seniors understand elder abuse in the financial exploitation side of it. And then another class is actually teaching them how to budget their money, the wants versus the needs.
Incredible event, because so many people are entering that age at the exact same time. The population boom is going in that direction. So talk a little bit about why you feel it's so important to have your business's name there for people to see.
Yeah, and I think when people think about Altmeyer Funeral Homes, they're always thinking about end of life.
Of course.
But what we're really concerned about is we want our families to live their best lives. And so we want families and caregivers to really have discussions about their legacy. We want them to have discussions about what's important in terms of caregiving, what's available, what's out there. We want them to have the full vision of what's available to them. So we're proud to be one of 80 exhibitors out there. We're proud to be able to give them the resources they might need to have those important discussions.
It is a taboo conversation until you go through it for a loved one, and then you realize how much of a favor you would have done your family, or the person would have done for you. Yeah, okay, let's look at the information here on the screen. It is Wednesday, the 7th, March 7th, 9 o'clock in the morning till 2, Christopher Newport University Freeman Center. And by all means, check it out on the website. We're also going to have a link on 13newsnow.com. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.